Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. The Monday motivation videos seem to be, I don't know if I'd say a hit, but people seem to like them, so I'm going to keep doing them. And the video today is going to be about a couple different things, but when I put a question out into the universe a month or so ago, one of you guys, I think it was Jeff Brown, said, how do I start and maintain a workout routine? And it's a specific question, but it could probably be applied to how you do just about anything. And I think the answer is really, really simple, but it's not easy. And I think it all boils down to you're never, ever, ever going to feel like doing it. You're just going to have to freaking suck it up and do it. You have to start somewhere. But if you guys are watching, raise your hand or give me the wave or something if you've ever had the thought run through your head of, oh, I'll just start tomorrow. Or, man, it's Friday, but come Monday morning, I'm going to crush it. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to start then. I'm going to start whenever it is it's not right now. Like give me a wave or raise your hand or something if I'm on it on a Monday. Me too. Killing it. But yeah, we all do that. I've done that a million times. It's like, I don't feel like doing it right now, but I'm going to pump myself up and say, you know what though? I'm going to somehow get myself motivated in advance. And like Monday morning, we're starting whatever it is. I'm just going to nail it, going to kill it. And we never do. And why is that? It's because we don't feel like it. And we're lazy, by nature, we're kind of lazy. But, stop waiting until you feel like doing it, because you're never, ever going to feel like it. You have to push yourself. You have to push yourself to go and do something that's out of the norm, something that's not comfortable, something that, might not feel as good as sleeping in an extra 30 minutes or an hour. I think the standard for things that we all want to do and know we should do and don't is something along the lines of exercising and eating right. There's probably a million other deeper things in your life that come to that too, like having a hard conversation with a spouse or a family member or, whatever it is. It's the thing that we put off and put off and put off until we feel like doing it. And we never do it because you're never gonna just feel like it. So you have to push yourself. You have to, decide why you want to do something and make that a priority, because here's a big spoiler alert. Your priorities are never in conflict. Think about that. We all say that we prioritize certain things. We all say, oh, well, my family is my biggest priority, or, sleep is my biggest priority. Whatever it is that's your biggest priority. And those are the areas that we usually kind of fail more often. The ones that in our mind we're like, oh yeah, family's a priority because it should be. I mean, I'm guilty of that myself, honestly. That's probably a big weakness of mine. I focus on all of these other things and I say, yeah, I do it all for my family, but I'm not making them a priority at the same time. You know what I mean? But this applies to everything. Your priorities are never in conflict, because they can't be. Because wherever you spend your time, energy, effort, that's what your priority is. That's what you care about, whether you actually care about them or not. So I guess like Jeff Brown, if you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I start and keep a workout routine? There's a lot of different ways you got to think about it. It's, okay, is that what I really actually want to do? I mean, do you really want to do that, or do you want to do that because you think that you need to do that? If that's something that you really, really want, then you need to take an action to make it so. Figure out what's going to work best for you. Are you more of a group person? Do you need a buddy system type thing? Do you need somebody who's depending on you to really get started and stay consistent? Is money a factor? If you pay money to do something, is that more likely to make you do it? Everyone should be a routine person. Routine's going to get you where you need to go. But if it's a workout thing, one of the things that I did years ago before I had kids, before I got married and all that stuff, was I really wanted to do a better job working out. And so I went and hired a personal trainer, and I didn't have the budget to do it. Like, I didn't have the money to do it. But in my mind, I was like, I don't have the money, but if I spend it, I'm sure as hell not going to waste it. So I paid extra money to this personal trainer that was, you know, kind of near the neighborhood that I lived in. You better believe your ass that I showed up every single day when my scheduled appointment came up. I never missed. I didn't want to go, and I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't paid the money to do it. So that was one thing. If you've got like a workout buddy that is depending on you, like you promise them at 7 a.m. you're going to meet them XYZ place, and if you don't show, or if you continue to make excuses, they're not going to trust you anymore. You know, maybe do it that way. You know, if you like the whole group thing, like I've had a million gym memberships. A million's a little excessive, but I've probably paid over the years for, I would say, at least 8 different gym memberships. And I've wasted almost every single penny because that didn't work for me. It's not right outside my door in my house. It's not convenient enough for me to do it every single day or most days. Like, so gyms didn't work for me. Probably never will. I have a hard time thinking. A lot of people love those burn boot camps or Camp Gladiator, that kind of thing, because it's that like herd mentality. And I love the herd mentality, but I don't like getting there. So like that takes up too much time in my day. So find what works for you and figure out, is it an actual priority? And you know what, whether you feel like it or not, start doing it. Like today, for example, I did not want to get out of bed. My alarm went off at 5:40, and all I could think about was, I just need to sleep some more. I'm actually really, really comfortable. I'm tired. I had a really long weekend. I stayed up too late. I got up too early. I drank too much. I had too much fun with my friends. Like, I had a really good weekend, but I'm exhausted. You better believe I got my butt out there anyway and did it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like it. I'm not going to feel like it tomorrow, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you have to push yourself. That's the one thing. I would say. And the one other way to think about it, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be working out. I just use that as an example, since it was brought up by somebody as a thing to talk about, is, you know, we demand all of these guarantees from other people, whether it's businesses or our friends or our family, all these guarantees of, you know, they put in whatever their level of effort or commitment is to you. They do all the right things by you, but we never ever make guarantees for ourselves. We never hold ourselves actually accountable for stuff, do we? I mean, we let ourselves off the hook all the time. I mean, we make excuse after excuse, and, you know, I'll put it off until tomorrow. And, you know, when I'm going to start Monday, you're all pumped up. You know, I'm like, I'm going to prep and I'm going to mentally prepare myself Sunday night to do whatever it is, you know, to start on Monday. And then you just hit the snooze button. I mean, we all do it. So I don't know. I guess I think you just have to shift your mindset and decide if it's actually a priority or if you just want to keep talking about it forever. You know, you can say whatever you want to and, you know, talk a good game about just about anything, but action is the only thing that's going to get you there. What you do matters. And then what you repeatedly do consistently over time, that becomes who you are. Because let me tell you, I would say, 3 months ago, I hadn't actually exercised in about 2 years. No physical activity. And, you know, you can barely call it that now even. I get up every single morning, and I haven't even moved it to running yet. And you guys know I used to attempt to be a runner. I walk like 3 miles in the morning. That's my exercise. Like, that's all I've done, but it's made a huge difference. I'm moving, I'm progressing in the right direction. And my next little tiny baby step of progress is starting to add jogging back into it. You know, maybe at some point I'll do some sort of calisthenics or ab work or who knows what, whenever I decide it's going to be a priority for me. Right now, it clearly isn't. I haven't done it in years. So that's what I was going to say about that, is just, if you keep waiting until you feel like it, you will be waiting forever, because you're never ever going to feel like it if it's something that is hard to do. And it's not, it's not a complicated process. It's very simple. Whatever it is that you've got on your list of, I want to figure out how to do this, there's probably hundreds of books or blogs or videos on YouTube that give you step-by-step instructions of exactly what you need to do. And we all know what we need to do. It's very, very simple, but it's not easy to do because it's not comfortable and we're lazy. So take that one and think about your priorities and remember that they are never, ever in conflict. So whatever you're putting your time and energy and effort towards, that's what your life consists of. So if you're putting your time, energy, effort, money towards something that is not serving you, stop it. Towards people that are not serving you positively, stop doing it. Just stop. Bottom line. I've had to like mark a bunch of things off my list in the last, I don't even, year, let's call it. And it's hard, but I'm way better off for it. So just think about it. Take that one back with you and think about how to maybe make some slight adjustments that are going to move you in a more positive direction. And I hope you have a good Monday. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.